Hello everyone, I'm back with another Reddit Addicts episode. If you find my videos entertaining, please kindly subscribe and like them. Thanks to everyone for your suggestions and kind notes. Now, let's get started with today's exciting stories.
Story 1. Advice, caught red-handed. So after my suspicions of finding suspenders garter belt, I questioned her gently yesterday. That's a big bag for 2 pairs of knickers. Yeah, it was only 2 pairs of knickers, my bras come from elsewhere. I questioned her again today, why have you kept the bag for your bras? I saw the tag on the floor the other day for them. Oh, it's just some stuff to go away. Little did she know I've looked inside and found stockings and suspenders. She also forgets that her phone links with the iPad, and I found a picture of her modeling them, along with a Snapchat message to someone. She popped downstairs earlier, my heart beating. I opened her phone she left behind. There was a message from him on Snapchat. I didn't read it as I don't want to raise suspicions any more than they may be, but I got a pic of it as proof, as well as the pics on the iPad in case she deletes them. I love my wife dearly still, and I want to know what's the best way to bring up the chat and move forward if she wants Rue. Story 2. I caught my girlfriend cheating red-handed, and that wasn't even the worst of it. It was a 2-month-long saga that began with me finding out she was on sugar daddy websites, multiple, among others, to her reeling me back in and forgiving her, then me catching her visible from the street without needing to look around anything, blowing a dude, and being bent over the bed and railed. The same bed I had woke up in that morning. There's so much more to the story that honestly doesn't even matter anymore, but the thing that hit me the most was the dude I saw her with was her ex that she had been with for 4 years before we started. The same ex that she had told me specifically, because I'm not about to be the type of person that facilitates cheating, that they were in an open relationship. That was 2.5 years ago when we started hooking up. After I caught them, and I had compiled the massive amount of lies with photographic and login proof of things, I sent them all to that dude, including details like, if you had walked 5 feet away to her bathroom you'd have seen all my toiletries there, and he called me up. We spent 15 minutes on the phone with me being an open book and letting him know everything. That's when he told me they've never been in an open relationship. That revelation literally sent my head spinning, knowing now that I've been this monster's affair for almost 3 years while being bamboozled. I've never went from having such unconditional love towards someone to having unconditional hate. I hate that I let her manipulate me to this extent. I hate that I'm seen by someone as a homewrecker. I hate every single fucking thing she stands for. I only sent that guy everything because of man code shit, since I would have wanted to know I was being played like that too. Then a week later, I opened the Facebook app, the only thing I hadn't blocked her on since she deactivated it after me catching her. And the first thing I saw was, is in a relationship, since 2017, and I wasn't even mad anymore. I've ran my course on the anger, and I only told dude, out of respect to another man, and after all that I told him with all the proof provided, he got back with her. I can't respect that shit. I dodged a fucking cannon blast, I know that, but it just blows my fucking mind that someone like her could pull that off for so long. And then also that dude has seen everything and still chose to continue. This shit is inhuman to me. Edit, one last thing I forgot to add, but during that phone call with dude, I specifically asked him if they had hooked up at any point during the time period her and I were together. His response, pretty much every other day. Comment 1. The day after that phone call with the dude, I called up my buddy in Texas, I'm on the West Coast, and told him I need to escape the state for a bit and ended up staying with him for 5 days because my mind turned very dark and angry, and I didn't want to be compelled to act on anything. He helped me tremendously, but the night I got back home I found a 5-page letter from her in the mail to me that pretty much had her saying 90% how much of a piece of shit she is, and the other 10% trying to perpetuate and defend lies. I got super pissed off immediately, then I saw that she had dated it. It was the day before I had talked to her ex on the phone and completely nuked her life, and that made me not care anymore. I threw that whole letter in the trash. Comment 2. 5-page letter. My story is not yours at all, but I had a best friend treat me very similarly, in friend ways, not relationship ways. For example, we were in a band together and working very hard. We opened for Junius, a brother. We recorded some songs with the Deer Hunter. I wasn't allowed to be creative with others, but he was just so awesome he could join 3 other bands. Eventually I quit and this fuckwad sent me a 12-paragraph email detailing how shitty I am, starting with, "Hey, man, you might want to grab a cup of coffee, because this is a long one." The sheer audacity of the motherfucker. It's been years since we've spoke, but keeping her out of sight/out of mind will do immense things for your self-healing. Narcissists suck. I'm really sorry, dude. Comment 3. I just realized I didn't answer your actual question. I've always drank a lot, but not to any detriment in my life that would negatively affect me. But from the very first moment that I caught her on the website shit and she continually gaslit me for months, I ended up drinking a 5th of Jack a day just to cope. It got so bad that I developed the physical dependency, getting hot flashes and chills one after the other when I wasn't drinking, no appetite, no ability to focus on anything else whatsoever. It was so bad I went to my very first AA meeting. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, just breaking that silence and saying, I'm an alcoholic. But the best thing I took away from that session was hearing all the other people talk about their behaviors when they're under the influence. A vast majority of the behaviors applied to her. It reinforced my belief that she's been an alcoholic in denial the whole time. At least I have the wherewithal to see I've developed a problem and am seeking help now, whereas she has been this way for as long as I've known her and she refuses to see she has any problem. As weird as it sounds, finding help for and treating myself makes me feel better because I know she doesn't have the mental capacity to make herself a better human like I'm trying to be.
We hope you enjoyed this story. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next video. And before you go, please be sure to subscribe for more.